The same grand jury to indict former FBI Director James Comey has now indicted New York Attorney General Letitia James. She sued President Trump before he was reelected. Erica Brown has reaction tonight.
New York Attorney General Letitia James was indicted Thursday by a federal grand jury in the Eastern District of Virginia and is charged with one count of bank fraud and one count of making false statements to a financial institution. The 5-page indictment alleges James made false statements related to her 2020 purchase of a home in Norfolk, Virginia, to secure more favorable interest rates. James denies any wrongdoing and in a video statement says she will aggressively fight the charges she calls a weaponization of the justice system.
These charges are baseless, and the president's own public statements make clear that his only goal is political retribution at any cost.
Last year, Letitia James secured a civil judgment of hundreds of millions of dollars against then former President Trump and his business for fraudulently inflating real estate assets, but an appeals court later tossed out the judgment. Last month, President Trump publicly urged Attorney General Pam Bondi to look into James, former FBI Director James Comey, and California Democratic Senator Adam Schiff, who is also under investigation by the Justice Department.
All Americans should be concerned about this kind of raw abuse of the power of the Justice Department.
James's indictment comes just 2 weeks after a grand jury also indicted Comey on charges of lying to Congress. Erica Brown, CBS News, Washington.
Hey, he said that the excessive abuse of the power of the justice system. Hey, let me just say this, dude. What was y'all saying that when y'all attacked Trump? Because in this same story, y'all did just say that you had a jury found him guilty and had to pay hundreds of millions of dollars because y'all said he frauded some company that also actually got money from the deal. So meaning he didn't fraud the company, right? But for some way, before he became president again, y'all got the jury to say he's guilty. And guess who led that? Letitia James. Yeah. And they spelled Letitia James wrong on this thing. They said Letitia Haynes with an H. Anyway, so now since the rabbit got the gun, it ain't so fun, huh? See, that's the problem. Now you're mad that Donald Trump is going after all the people that went after him, trying to prevent him from becoming the president, saying, oh, if you're a convicted felon, then you can't serve as the president, right? They tried everything. We knew exactly they were trying. It was just coming from right to left. I said, wow, they're really trying to get this guy. You know, that's when I stopped honestly supporting the left completely. I was like, oh, I see what they're doing. It's evident. This girl's over here saying sexual assault, and the judge says, okay, yeah, since Trump didn't show up, we're going to charge him $150 million for not showing up, and put another fee on here. And then you got what's buddy girl from Georgia. She went over there and tried to get him. She almost got him. I ain't gonna lie, because she made it where he had to turn himself in and take a picture. Yes. And she's corrupt over in Georgia, Fulton County. I ain't even gonna say her name. I don't even care for her, because she needs to go too. And then you got Attorney General of New York. So he getting attacked from all different stages, and this all happened within a year. You're trying to get him federally charged up in New York. You try to get him charged in Fulton County, which you got his picture. That's what that infamous picture with him staring at the camera. He just took a picture and dipped back off. You know what I'm saying? And then the girl talking about sexual harassment from the 1996. No proof. Oh, but he must pay $100 and some million to her for a civil suit. Look, y'all tried to attack the boy, and he came back with fury. He came back like a boss. Trump, that nigga's Teflon Don G. Bro, I don't care. Look, I initially didn't like Trump back in the day because I was on that plantation. Yeah, that Democratic plantation. I freed myself, and I understand when I found the other ones that were free. I said, yo, is this how it feels when you're free? They like, yeah, man. Join the party. I said, hey, I'm here. That being said, you can't be mad at a man now. He's looking with a microscope on everything you've done because you tried to get him and try to get him in the system so much. I don't know who told you to do it. He's going after everybody. But if you didn't do any wrongdoing, you don't have to worry. Now, do you? If you didn't do any wrongdoing, you wouldn't have to worry. Now, that being said, Miss Letitia, you wouldn't have to worry if you didn't do nothing wrong, right? Then you just sit back and smile and let it play out then. You're the Attorney General. If you didn't do nothing, don't even worry. But if you did, keep speaking out about what you didn't do, right? Okay? Because at the end of the day, you can't be mad at somebody punch you back after you punched them. But you punched them about 50, 60 times. You even had the verdict. He had to become the president for the shit to be overturned. He said, no, this is not what we're going to do. I'm the president. Overturn all that. He can, really, y'all mad. He's the president. He can pardon himself. So this is what I don't understand about this concept. Y'all so mad that he has friends in the system that threw away them cases because they was phony anyway. They were phony, and that just tells you the country has biases. Depending on who's president is who they side with. Biden was president, trying to get him out of the way, so they tried to legally get him out the way. He couldn't get killed, so they tried to we can't legally get you out the way, so we're going to try to kill you. If you can't kill you, we're going to try to shame you and we're going to send a bunch of immigrants in here, and we're going to tell them you don't have to use no ID to get in the system, and we're going to vote against them. Trump is doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing. You shouldn't have done that. Now he's going with a microscope, and he's looking for anything. Anything. And if he finds it, so be it. If it stick, then it stick. If not, then so be it either. Either way, he's going to try to get it. Now, let's see who's going to be really successful now. Now, it's not about being tit for tat. It's not about being petty. It's about right or wrong. If you didn't do nothing wrong, you shouldn't have did it. Fraud is fraud, ma'am. Isn't it funny that you're the Attorney General of New York and you are even frauding shit? You're even corrupt. I hope he finds everybody. I hope he do. That boy Trump is a winner. He is a winner, bro. He's who you aspire to be, bro. He is a winner. And if nobody hated him, he wouldn't even be a winner for real. He's a winner. That's what it is. He's a hustler. He's a winner. He don't stop. Anybody that tries to stop him, he will stop you. Okay? As he should. As he should. I like the guy. He's Teflon for sure. Because you're trying to stop him and you can't stop him. You try to charge him money, put these cases against him, have him being embarrassed, bringing up shit that don't matter. You bring immigrants in the country to try to dilute the votes pool. You bring 8 million immigrants in the country on the small spectrum just to dilute the votes. Look, the public's seeing all this. I'm not blind. I'm a black man from Chicago, bro, 28 years old. I'm not blind either. We see what's going on. It would be crazy for me to take a blind eye to see what's going on. I was watching this whole thing, and I wasn't always political. I sat back, I watched, and I seen how this man was being attacked because he wanted to become the president again and make things right for the country. Because he's seen how far we were getting out of whack, and we were. He's still there, and I work with old people. I love old people. Trump still got it. He got it by 1 million compared to Biden. He got it. Facts. Y'all try to attack the man, you can't get him, and he won. Now he coming back with revenges, and he got a team with him, and this team is superior. Better than the team that was there. Facts. They getting shit done. I'm glad he's doing what he's doing. Hey, Letitia James, if you didn't do anything, you ain't got nothing to worry about, all right? It's your boy Angelo Savage. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Let's go. Peace.